Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Champions League review show. Today is Saturday. I mean, sorry, not Saturday. Today, Thursday, the 14th of March 2024. And with me on the show is the Sport Bishop. The Sport Bishop, how are you? And welcome back to Fancy Football. All of us welcome back because we've not been on air for a long time.
Yeah,
I've
it's been
been
like
where
it's
have you
been
been?
like it's been like 2 days. Two
Yeah,
days, man.
please. Most for me.
Uh, yeah, trust me. Come on, it's been a while, man. But thank God we're back. We're back bigger. We're back stronger. We're back better. And we're here to serve them the best. So it's nice to be here. I hope the fans are also happy to have us back because we're not going to stop anytime. So
Sure, they
it's
do. Sure,
content,
they do.
content, and content.
They should be happy to have us back.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Okay, quickly,
absolutely.
let's go into the business of the day, and we've had our last eight contestants for the Champions League. Arsenal, Manchester City, Real Madrid, 14 times winners, Dortmund,
Yeah,
Real Madrid, 2 times champion, Bayern
yeah.
Munich, all in this stage of the Champions League. Is it the best the Champions League can give at this stage?
Come on, man. You can't ask for the come on. You can't ask for anything better than this, man. In the last eight, they have Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, if you look at the guys that remain, you look at they are either in the top two leagues in Europe or
Yeah,
in the top two. Sorry, they're not in the top two, the top five leagues in Europe. Apart from maybe Atletico Madrid, who we've seen Girona and Barcelona, to drop them to the fourth place. So to me, I agree. The round of C removed the boys from the men. PSG smooth sailing past Lazio, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I should say that. Lazio as well dumped out by Bayern Munich. Arsenal by the skin of their teeth, getting past Porto. Man City as well. So it's the big boys. They turned up on the night. I can't wait for the draws for the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal because I tell you, it doesn't matter who you meet, man. This is the business end. Surely you must get two big teams meeting each other at some point, and I think there is no easy game come the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League.
yeah, there's no easy game come the quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. Okay, let's see. Too much drama in the second week of the second leg of the round of 16. We saw Arsenal
Yeah,
narrowed it, and I will use the word narrowed, and I keep on saying this Arsenal team is not built for the Champions League. And people will say, "Why am I saying that?" It have shown in the last game that they are not just built for the Champions League, but
yeah,
they are in the last eight, and congratulations to them, and congratulations to David Raya as well, who played his part, and the other players played their part too. I just think, look at their performance over 90 minutes. Do you still think
yeah.
this Arsenal team can go to the final of the Champions League? Do you still think so?
It's doable. It is doable. I have no doubt. See, the first rule of football, these things, Mr. Fanzy. It's about getting past the hurdle, and they've done that. It wasn't pretty. I must be sincere with you. It wasn't the easy years of performance by the guys at the Emirates Stadium, but the rule says just get there, cross over the line, which is what they did. Don't forget, the more bigger a team is, the more better a team tends to play. So I'm not gonna go ahead of myself and say, oh, because of how badly they played against Porto, we've seen Man City struggle against some lowly area team. But when they get to meet teams like Arsenal, they blow them away. So for me, the fact that Arsenal are still there keeps them as contender. I said some few weeks ago that they are the second best. To me, I think after Manchester City, they're the second favorite to win the title, and I'm not going to
Arsenal,
change my way.
Arsenal, the
Exactly,
Champions League, the Champions League,
exactly after Man City, they're the
Arsenal,
second
the
favorite for
Champions
me.
League, the Champions League.
Absolutely, and I'm
No, no,
not
no.
backing down now.
And I,
I'm not.
I think you're wrong.
I'm very.
Hold on,
That's
hold
why
on.
I said it's my opinion.
No, 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 not the Champions League. I don't just think that it's not the Champions League. You have three teams. No, I'm gonna put it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it to you. Arsenal are not even in this last eight. You have a Real Madrid that have won the Champions League 14, even though
yeah,
they were
yeah.
flying blank. You still have Bayern Munich, see
Bayern
firing
Munich.
blank. Yes, you have these teams that are there.
Yeah,
Arsenal are the
yeah,
two teams among the three teams that have been to the final of the Champions League but have not been able to win it in the last eight. In this last eight, guess who are the
yeah,
next two teams? Borussia Dortmund, twice finalists as well. Guess who else
yeah,
again? Paris Saint-Germain in that group, but the rest
yeah.
have won it in
Hmm.
one or two ways or the other. But Arsenal cannot be the
Yeah,
second favorite side to win the Champions League. No, not in this Champions League that I've seen teams that will step up in the second round, especially the likes of Real Madrid. One will know that they sometimes they don't play well in the last 8 or even in the quarterfinal. But when they come to the business end of the Champions League, they are always there to fire from all cylinders. So I don't know where your analysis is coming out from.
I quite agree with you that when it comes on based on history, based on what we've seen in the past,
not just the history, based on what's on paper now. Based on what's on paper now.
That's what I'm saying. Can Real Madrid, let's be sincere, can they beat this Arsenal team? Forget about the Real Madrid. Look at the team.
No. For player to player, no. Let's
come on, man. Let's be realistic. This Madrid, I know we're not going to wait about it, but I'm not telling you. I don't think the management. For me, I don't think the management are good enough. Look how they're struggling in the league to win games. Should I go back to games they should have won that they struggled to win?
They won 4
come on now. Come on, man. Before they went against what happened against the struggling Valencia and Mestalla?
The Arsenal team has been scoring 4 goals, but it came to a crucial game when they should have made a statement win, and they went on bumpers. They not only won that game.
See, as much as you want to call it, I keep telling you, the rule of football is just stay on the line. We saw a Barcelona team when they first won the Champions League in 2000. See, in 2006, let me take you back. It's not always the best teams that wins the Champions League. There's something about paying the dues.
In most cases, and that's why
we've seen Barcelona win. Let me explain these things. I know these things happen. We've seen Chelsea win the Champions League when they were so terrible, and they did it twice.
Yes.
We've seen because the first time they won Champions League was as terrible as they were like the worst team in Europe, but they got there. Not forgetting this team that won it. Exactly. This team right now who won it, Porto. They were not the best in Europe, but somehow they got there. They
were not the best in Europe, but there was no time in that competition that they struggled. Even when they came to Old Trafford, Mourinho and his boys were in control.
In the group stages, let's go by the group stages. No one gave them a chance. They managed to get in that group by the skin of their teeth, and it seems that after that,
the group exactly in the group.
Exactly.
Yes,
and when they got out, it looks like they're seeing the gun. See, I keep telling you, the fact that Arsenal remained in this Champions League keeps them as one of the favorites. It may not be pretty. We may not like see. We may not like the see. I know if you look at the mental strength of this Arsenal team, if equal Arsenal, they will capitulate. But it was the first time. Chelsea was in this position before. You know, I'm going to look at the team that won the last
but the Sport Bishop, please. Yeah, I know you will not take back your statement.
Don't hold forth for Real Madrid. I keep telling you this.
I'm not talking about Real Madrid. If you look at that's your opinion, but what is on paper,
and that's why I said it's my opinion.
If this Arsenal team, and I say it again, I just pray they have. I don't even see the team they can. Dortmund is the only team that they can go toe to toe with.
They can beat Dortmund. Yeah, they can beat Atletico Madrid.
No,
they can beat Atletico Madrid
at the Messiah. No, at
the Capitano.
No,
do you know how awful Atletico Madrid were yesterday?
No.
Do you know how awful Atletico Madrid were yesterday?
They were awful, but
they qualified. See,
go and check the stats.
Inter Milan were nervous.
Everybody knows that at home.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid. When was the last time they lost at home?
I agree. But if Inter Milan had calmed their nerves, they were soon. I was watching some of the analysts after the game with some different TV stations, and Harim kept on saying, you could smell the nervousness in Inter Milan. You could feel it. It was obvious. They were a team that were leading by 2-0 on that gate, but you could still feel that they were nervous. That is why they capitulated. See, after comes into game with swagger, even sometimes you think
swagger. You saw them in the last match. We saw them in the last match, and that was not the champions. That was not the team that looks like
they were by far the better team. They were by far the better team. Apart from the Howler Aaron Ramsdale, they were by far the better team. Oh yes, they were. The stats tell the story.
There's two goals. Man,
this is not the football, man. But I'll remind you at the end of the season. I want fans to hold me for these words. I still think if Man City would have to go fast, if Arsenal can avoid Man City now, avoid Real Madrid now for the sake of the clout, they can beat any other team in the draw. I'm that confident.
I don't even think they can even beat a PSG side in this draw. That PSG side they're saying. Let's move on.
Wait and see, man. Wait and see.
Let's move on. Okay. We also saw Jadon Sancho helping his team out, and people were saying the guy is back. Blah 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 blah. You know my opinion about Sancho.
He's been back for some time now. He's
Yeah,
been
you
back
know
for
my
some time
opinion
now,
about
but the
him. He
scoring
has been,
goals.
no,
Yeah,
he's not been scoring. He has been blowing hot and cold. That's what he has been doing. But I just hope that he's back in the second. He's back at the end of the season for Man United.
mm,
He will be back, and there will be time to make decisions whether he will stay or go in the team. I also
absolutely.
think that maybe there is a slight chance that Eric Ten Hag will not be there next season. There's a
It looks likely. It looks
slightest chance
likely. Very
that he will not
tiny,
be
teeny
there.
weeny chance. Yeah,
Yes, he
I
will not be
agree with
there
you.
next season because he has 1 year left on his contract. The Ineos group can decide to say, "Oh, since you have 1 year, we'll pay you off. Just go."
Good
And
readings. Yeah,
yes, and we'll put him back. But good play by Sancho. He was exceptional yesterday,
yeah,
man of the match, and his Dortmund team went on to beat PSV by 2 goals to 0, and 3-1 on
yeah.
aggregate over on 2 legs. Um, for
Mm.
Inter Milan, we've talked about them. I think this Inter Milan, for me, they were even a better side than the last Inter Milan side that went to the final last year.
Exactly.
But I don't just
Exactly.
know what really happened because maybe they over respected uh, Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano. They got you can see the nerves in them in that match. But I think for me, they didn't. The manager didn't really do well psychologically to boost them up. But it
I
shows
can I
that
can't
is
I can't I can't I kind of agree with you. It was
yeah,
psychological. I think when they
yeah,
walked into the
psychological.
Wanda Metropolitano and saw the fans who were screaming on their voice, it looked like a carnival. Did you watch that game? Guy, I was like, how did Inter Milan manage to put their heads down and play football? It was that difficult. So that's why sometimes when I see where the teams like Barcelona and Madrid go there and grind out a draw, people say it's just a draw. I say, my guy, that stadium is like a cathedral. It's just like playing at
It is.
the Signal Iduna Park in the Yellow Wall in Borussia Dortmund. There's this aura around that stadium. Like the
Yeah,
fans are
yeah.
in your ears. They are in your
But
ears. You can hear them.
you know what I talked about building modern day stadium, and that's how we're gonna build
Yeah.
the new Old Trafford. We'll bring everybody
Hopefully.
close to the pitch. We'll bring everybody close to the pitch, and you see what's gonna happen. You see that
Absolutely,
aura.
but
You see that
man,
kind of aura in Anfield too. You see it in Dortmund. You
Anfield
see it
as well. Yes.
in Spain, Atletico Madrid. I think I thought when they entered that new ground, I thought they would find it difficult to adjust. But I think the fans have made it their home.
Not forgetting the
Um,
old Camp Nou.
yes, and the old Camp
But
Nou
not
as
this
well.
one now. Not
Yes,
this one.
and the
Not this
old
one
Camp Nou.
that they are playing. Not the Lewis Campaign, the Camp Nou Stadium.
No,
When you
no.
came to that stadium, you know you are in front. It's like it takes me back to the days of when you fight in an arena. It's an arena. They give it
Yes,
their 120%. That's how
Spanish.
it looks like. So
I call it the Catalonia Colosseum. You know, the Camp Nou. I call it
you can
Catalonia
say that
Colosseum.
again.
Yeah.
You can say that again because that's how I think the income level is super nervous. Like I said, you could feel it, you could see it. It was visible to the blind, audible to the deaf. You could taste it. It was there. So I felt like somebody saw it and they capitalized on it. For all the
Yeah.
goals that were scored, were silly mistakes that could have avoided. They picked their pocket and bang. Memphis Depay. It seems the old Man United boys are doing themselves proud. I know you love that news, but it is what it is, man. And wow, when it got to penalty, who would have thought that Lautaro Martinez, ever dependable from the spot, who hit his penalty over the bar? That tells you how
Anybody.
nervous. If your captain could be that nervous, no, it's one thing to miss a penalty. And it's one thing to, if you notice, watch the projection before he hits that penalty. He picked the ball, and the ball dropped. He picked it again, and the ball dropped. And the commander shouted, "Oh boy, the nervous is that's how bad it was." He was super nervous, and all he had in his head was go and smack that ball in the middle. Don't even pick a side, smack the ball in the middle and go. But fortunately, come on, he powered it too high. It was like he capped it too high. And I tell you, I don't think the fans could find that ball. Really shocking penalty for Lautaro Martinez. Really shocking penalty.
Okay. Okay. We have our last 8 now in the Champions League.
Yeah,
We are expecting the draws, which will be live. Will be live tomorrow during the draws in the Champions League.
exactly.
Stay tuned to Fancy Football, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for um for more updates as well. Okay, when we've looked at the love lost of the Champions League, we've looked at the good, the bad, and the ugly of it. What do you expect tomorrow in the draw tomorrow?
My brother, All hail the UEFA Champions League. That's all I can say, man.
Because I think
At this point of
I said you have 5 teams. I mean, 5 teams have won the competition, and 3 teams have
yeah,
been in the final. I said all of them have experience in playing the final of the Champions League.
every team
Dortmund,
remaining in this
oh,
competition
yes,
are in
yes,
the top 10 teams in the
yes.
UEFA coefficient.
Dortmund have been to the final twice. Atletico Madrid final twice.
Yeah,
Arsenal final once. PSG
once.
final once. I
Yeah,
think 14 times winner. Manchester City just won their first Champions League last season.
yeah.
Bayern Munich 7 times. Is it 7 or 6 times Champions League winner?
Five. Is it five?
Then
No, five. Liverpool 7, right? Then there are 5.
no, they should be. Yeah, they should be 5 times Champions League winner. So
Yeah.
look at all these. Look at all these teams. Who do you think? Who do you think will meet who possibly? Because this is not pairing of.
See, like I said,
Yes, the pairings will be
there
there.
is no pairing. The English teams can meet each other.
Yeah,
The Spanish team can meet each other. There is
yeah,
no seeding. You can be top of your group, whatever it is, and then here in this seeding, you can be selected as the first team to play at home. So all you need to do is play for the rub of the green, play for the luck of the grind. Hope that the person picking your ball picks your ball in the second pit, so that you can play your second leg at home, and your home fans can determine who gets to the semi-final. But at the end of the day, man, I've looked at the draw. No matter who they pitch the tent is, we are in for a spectacle. We are in for a ride. If it's all English, we could yet say a Madrid derby in Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. We could yet see an all English affair in Man City versus Arsenal. We
yeah,
could still see an all German affair in Bayern Munich versus Dortmund.
yeah,
We could see Paris Saint-Germain be in action against you can see an all Spanish affair in Real Madrid versus Barcelona. That's the El Clasico. So no matter how, I think we should just brace up, man. Like you said, it's not easy. As Arsenal fans, or maybe let's say like the smaller teams, let me assume there are any smaller teams. So Dortmund, we say,
yeah.
okay, who do they want to get? Is it PSG? They've got the second most expensive player in the world in Kylian Mbappe. They've got some young boys who know how to play football. Or do you want Arsenal that's got a high flying Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard, who seems to be the best midfielder in the world at the moment, and his stats is saying so super impeccable? Or do you want to go and play Real Madrid that has Vinicius Junior that can't be stopped? Or you want to play with Kane in Bayern Munich when we tell you every day that Kane is able? Thank God you saw that in the second leg. Kane is indeed able. Or we want to play Barcelona side that's got a joker, Robert Lewandowski. When he hits his grind, he can't be unstoppable. Or do you want to go play Atletico Madrid that has this man, Antoine Griezmann? With him at that team, there is always a chance.
There's always a
And of
chance.
course, not forgetting the manager, Diego Simeone, Mr. Orchestra. He can teach. So he's got he's the king of the dark arts. That's what I call him. He knows how to play the dirty side of football. You want to grind out results, it is Simeone. You want to defend astutely, it is Simeone. You want to put in the words of Brendan Rodgers, pack 2 buses, it is Simeone. So man, come on. Whoever you're meeting right now, I'll be today. Even if it's Dortmund, Dortmund have got the how happened now the unseen factor. It is said that they're not really a bad side. They may not be high flying in the Bundesliga, but you look at the team, they've got perennial Champions League players. Marco Ruiz, Doya Millen, not forgetting that man who was fantastic on the night yesterday. I'm talking about Matt Hummels, an absolute Trojan. So man, you don't want to ask yourself, so do you want to take the gamble and play a team who has got nothing to lose in Dortmund? Or do you want to play someone who's going to be in pressure, who's going to be high on pressure, who's going to be playing maybe they're playing Madrid who have got not sure they've got the pressure to always win. But it's like a culture, they don't win, it's a bad season. So you want to play Man City or Pep Guardiola who is eager to make history, becoming the first man to win it back to back after Zidane, after a long wait to win the trophy, then after his time at Barcelona. So there's a lot of competition around it, man. All I can tell the fans of European football, Champions League football, is to sit back, relax. It's gonna be cinematic football. So just enjoy the ride, have fun. Tuesday you watch a game. Not the funny part, there can't be 2 games in a day, man. So have fun. You watch one today,
Yeah.
you get your popcorn and your juice, and you watch the next game on Tuesday. And the next week again, you watch another game. You've got cinema football. There is you have no time to blink from your TV right now because as much as the bookmakers want to call it and give the so-called Madrid the so-called favorite winning.
You have to put them there. It's not the bookmakers.
Exactly.
You have to put them there.
They are they call the bookmaker. What it is to make there is history now, of course.
Yeah.
They will put them there,
But
obviously.
you have to put them
So,
there.
but at the end of the day, football is played 11-11 on the pitch of play. You play mediocres, you play teams that are not good enough. Obviously, you get something that is not good enough. It's as simple as A, B, C. Football is garbage in, garbage out, Gigo. You don't step up on a match day, you get thrown out. Funny enough, in Champions League football, there is no second chance, not a group stage. You don't step up. Look at Inter Milan. They'll be cutting their luck. But that's football, man, and they have to
Yeah,
take it and move on to the next league again. But sincerely, I think Simeone has done something great with that team. But again, I repeat, Inter Milan, I still can't understand where did that nervousness come from. I
and you
can't
say it's
fathom.
football. Nervousness is also part of football, so this is football.
Come on, man, at this
Yeah,
level, these guys
yeah.
have played. Last time I played the World
It
Cup
doesn't matter.
final.
It doesn't matter.
Um,
It doesn't matter
Chadoglu,
because
this Alexis Sanchez, he's missing his penalty, playing his penalty like a school. Alexis Sanchez, who
okay,
have played in teams like Arca
okay, the
Barcelona,
sport,
it's sad, it's wicked, it's sad, really sad.
okay, the sport bishop. Let's look at if you look at part of our title for this show is that no Italian team. We saw what happened last year. The Champions League final
Yeah,
Italian team, Europa Champions League Italian team, and the UEFA the Europa Conference League.
Conference League and
Also,
Europa
you have
Cup.
the
Yeah,
Champions League in the final. You have an Italian
yeah,
team in the final. Now,
yeah,
what happened to the Italian teams? All of them are just cutting away. I think in the Europa League, I think we still have some few of them in the Europa League, and we still have some
yeah,
few of them in the. So, what happened to the? Because for me, I think last season was a step up for them, with respect to among their peers, because you see the league improved, and you see the style of play. Everybody did well in
yeah.
Serie A, but this time around, I think the level have dropped again. What is the issue with the Italian league?
My brother, no, it is really painful to believe that Inter Milan is out because in my mind I thought they were already through. I thought Atletico Madrid were dumped out, and it would take an absolute miracle to get them through to the line. But it's football. Football happened anyway. It tells you the level at which the Italian football has dropped. Let's start off from the league. Inter Milan, how many points are drift the leader? I think 18 points, if I'm not mistaken. Is that bad? The league's already done and dusted before March, before the beginning of April. I look at the teams, you know how they are punching below their weight.
For 2 seasons running now. For 2 seasons running.
Absolutely. So there's a golf indifferent. There is no competition, and maybe that is why I think it may have affected it. Maybe they were looking a bit rusty because the coach was resting players in the subsequent games for this championship. So they look like like I think he only came in as a sub in the last game where Alex Sanchez started the line with Marcus Thuram. So I think he rested some players here and there. And then when he had to step down, come up, speed up. Let me see the speed up back to 100%. They found it difficult to hit the gear again because the coach, it's done and dusted in the Serie A. It's done and dusted. And the paper part is that this competition looks like the competition that they have to put all their strength in, and they gawked it on the first stage. Really shocking. But like I said, quality of that bar reduced. Look at Roma. Look at what Roma is playing in the. Please remind me in the Europa League. Look at AC Milan. They're nowhere in Europe. Actually, in the Europa League as well. So you have only one team that could make it to the round of 16. It wasn't like that. There were times when Italian football was one of the best. Where you had the Milan derbies so many times in the Champions League. You had Juventus, under Massimiliano Allegri. He got to the final. Don't forget, twice beaten by Barcelona and Real Madrid. There were times they were always there. There was no way you could get to a quarterfinal stage without getting a team in the UEFA Champions League. But the football has reduced. The quality has dropped. Imagine players like Marco Arnautovic, who is past his best, can't be in a team in the Premier League. Is in a team like Inter Milan. Alex Sanchez is playing in a team like Inter Milan. They're getting game time. How many of them can get the time? Let's be sincere. In Germany and Spain, it's not that possible, man. So for me, the quality has really reduced. And what I love about the Champions League, it does not lie. It's simple. It tells you, it gives you the reality of things. What I think the Arsenal are favored, but they're not there yet. Voila, Porto game. I love it. Also, Arsenal will scale through by this. I know I kept saying by the skin of their teeth, but they will go through, and they did go through. Not because they are fantastic, because of the quality, the extra quality in the squad, the extra quality that is. See, Porto have got a better team under Conceição. If you watch that game, you see they were well drilled, well organized, well set up. You could see even before the game, they were training, they were working on their defensive drills. Other people were warming up. After they were stretching their legs, they were busy warming up, working on corner kicks, how to defend corner kicks and free kicks. And it paid off. But that's little quality, when they got pass and closer finish, forced that game to extra time. And that little quality, the penalty, look at the penalty, Arsenal's penalties. They were flawless. Goalkeeper was going to catch any of
One
those.
of it's
Those
one
are
of
the
those,
extra things.
it's one of those days it can happen.
Exactly,
It can happen.
exactly. So, like I said, the quality in Inter Milan, as much as they are the best team in the Serie A, look at the teams in the Champions League. You see they golf apart. If they can't get past the team like Atletico Madrid, who can they? Who can they?
I think it boils down to finance. It boils down to finance. I think the Italian league is being starved of finance. I think they have to remodel that league and have to make it attractive. You know, when the
But
English Premier League,
there was no money
when
last
the English,
there was no money last season now,
yeah,
Fancy.
there
But
was
they got to the
no,
finals.
yes, there
It
was no money, but
managed.
when there was no money last season, but there was something different. There were good managers. You see, Spalletti has left. You see,
Yeah,
Allegri is still
there was
struggling. I don't know why he's
competition.
struggling. Yes,
Yeah.
Allegri is still struggling. Even with
My
the
brother,
back,
even you, Fancy, will struggle with Juventus. You will struggle with
so
Juventus. Juventus
I
team
think
now.
the only man that can handle Juventus is still Allegri. So and that's why he's still there. So,
It's
but
Allegri. What happened to Antonio Conte, who did a fantastic job around to Chelsea?
yeah, but
He's unemployed.
Allegri is still the man for the job. He knows the in and out.
No, Allegri is Juventus. Allegri is
Yes,
Juventus.
yes.
But I think if anything wants to step up in European football, there is always a chance to get Antonio Conte. I know he left Juventus because of money issues. Don't sell this player. You said he left Inter Milan, pardon, for money issues. Don't sell this player. Sell this player. They got Simeone. Simeone wowed the world and got to the Champions League final last season. But you can see now the reality check has come in. There is imagine your top two strikers after Lautaro Martinez are over 30 years old. Your best defender left you for Saudi Arabia.
It's about
Your
the
best defender left for Brozovic.
it's about
So
the
you know
money.
what I'm talking about. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, quickly. Time well spent. Let's just look at something small. I always talked about. So, what's your prediction? Your draw prediction for the draw tomorrow? Because we'll be live during the draw, and we'll also be live. We'll have two shows tomorrow. We'll be live during the draw in the afternoon. I mean, the morning. I think it should be around midday here.
Around 1 p.m. 1 p.m.
So
I think so. 1 p.m. And then
live,
Europa League draw.
yes, we'll also be live to look at the top five leagues in Europe tomorrow also. So
Yeah.
quickly now. So let's see. Let me just do it in this way. Who do you think Arsenal will meet in the last 8 of the Champions League?
My crystal ball is not working right now because I don't work with UEFA. But come on, I think Arsenal will get I know Arsenal will get a fair draw. I just have that belief. They could either play Paris Saint-Germain or they'll meet Dortmund. But I see an El Clasico quarterfinals, Barcelona versus Real Madrid.
Okay. Man City, please.
Who? Man City will play Bayern Munich again. I think they scored to settle between those two teams. I think Man City will play Bayern Munich again. A return of Harry Kane to England.
Atletico Madrid, please.
You know the last team remaining now? If Arsenal will take on Borussia Dortmund or PSG, it will be Barcelona derby. It's Man City. But the last team has to be. It looks like who will I give now? I think who's the last team? Paris Saint-Germain, right?
Dortmund. Okay, Arsenal should play Dortmund.
Arsenal play Dortmund. Paris Saint-Germain will take on the last team. So let's leave it that way.
Okay. So it's good to be part of the show today. I think we want to make the show as short and as
quick
exciting
as possible. Yeah,
and exciting as possible.
Yeah.
I hope we've done it today to our viewers. So stay tuned to us on Fancy Football. It will be a very busy day tomorrow on Fancy Football and in the Champions League as well. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic evening today, both in Nigeria and the UK as well, where we are broadcasting from.
Let me before we go quickly, before we leave Champions League football, let me just talk a bit of Nigeria in 2 minutes. First of all, like you did say, the NLO today signed a whooping deal. It's all over the media space. I must be sincere with you. They signed a deal with a lottery company for the sake of advertisement. I won't call it. What a 4-year deal? What 964 million naira? Wow!
Okay, they had a partnership. Can we talk about this off air? Sure,
we can. So I think they had a great stuff. You know, it was frenzy. I think Abuja is a gog right now. The NLO. I love asking, are they doing better the MPFL and the NNL? That's another question for another day. But it is what it is, and it's been happy time. And then secondly, guys, always a happy time to be here. We are unemployed. We have no coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We are waiting to see who NFF will dish out to us on the platform. We hear that over 500 managers have both local and foreign, has sent in their CV.
Wow.
So you now see why the
This is
Nigerian
massive.
Super Eagles job is lucrative, and why I
This
tell
is
you most of the coaches that come need us than we need them. Most of the coaches that
yeah.
come need us more than we need them. It's, as much as you're seeing us, people want to coach the Super Eagles. That's why I'm saying there's no money. Can you see what I'm
Okay,
about?
then so. Okay, then so.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being part of the show, this Sport Bishop, and to our viewers out there. We'll catch you.
Thank you
Guys
very much.
quickly.
Hopefully, we see an English clean sweep. England winning the Champions League, England winning the Conference League, and England winning the Europa League. What a year to be for English football.
Let's see if it's gonna happen.